cookie salad. I'll get rolling on the shortbread cookie dough. I put together some flour, sugar, and salt to balance out the sweetness. And I'll stir this around to combine my dry ingredients. Just low. You don't want to get these ingredients flying everywhere. Then I add my vanilla and almond extract. While that's mixing, I'll grab my butter, because you can't have shortbread without butter. I cut the butter into uniform cubes and add them in. And I'm mixing this until all of my mixture comes together to form a dough. Okay, so once we have these nice big clumps here, I can bring it all together with my hands, just like that. I'm gonna divide it into two. I'll wrap these up and stick them in the refrigerator. About 30 minutes is enough, but if you'd like to make this in advance, a day or even 2 days beforehand is just fine. My cookie dough is chilled, and I'm ready to roll out these cookies. It's always a little firm when it comes out of the refrigerator. That's a good arm workout. How's that looking? Looking good. Now to cut these out, I use a round biscuit cutter, and to make them look like store-bought chocolate stripe cookies, I punch out a little circle in the center, and I'm just using a piping tip here. If you don't have a biscuit cutter, you can just use the top of a glass. Once these are all stamped out, I'll go around with my piping tip and stamp out the centers. You have a baby cookie here. Depending on how your cookie salad looks on top, you can tell like which farm you're from. These look great. Okay, let's get these in the oven. I'll pop them in to bake for just about 10 minutes until they're lightly browned around the edges. Looking good. My cookies are cooled and they're ready for the chocolate. Here's how I like to do them. I have a piping bag here with melted chocolate, and if you don't have a piping bag, you can simply use a zip top bag with the corner snipped off. I know that when you find them in the store, they have chocolate on the bottom and stripes on the top. I think that putting the chocolate on the bottom is a little fussy, so I just pipe thick stripes of chocolate on the top. Just enough. I messed this one up, so I have to eat it. I love these little guys. Now I've just gotta make my pudding. I'm gonna add some flour and sugar to my pot. And of course, we'll add some salt to balance out that sweetness and make the flavor altogether brighter. And we're gonna add some egg yolks to thicken it. I love the yolks from my chicken eggs. They are so bright and happy. And next I'll add some heavy cream. It's important to do all of this before I turn the heat on my stove, because once the egg yolks get in there, they'll cook pretty quickly. So I want to whisk everything together and make it nice and smooth before we add our heat. And then once we do get our heat on, I'm going to continue whisking constantly so that we don't end up with scrambled eggs at the bottom of our pot. This will take a few minutes to heat up. See how the whisk is leaving a trail behind? That's how you know it's thick enough. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm turning off my heat. I'm going to add in vanilla extract and some almond extract. Smells so good. Beautiful. To cool this, I'm gonna scrape it into my bowl and cover my pudding so that the plastic wrap touches the top of the pudding. And this is so that as the pudding cools, it doesn't develop that weird skin on top of it. And now I've just gotta put it all together. First, I'll take out about 1/3 of the cookies for my topping and then bash up the rest. Then I add whipped cream to the pudding mixture to give it a lighter, fluffier texture. I add some drained mandarins, keeping some back for the final decoration. I fold it all in and smooth down the top. I add the cookies and mandarins that I reserved to the top. And I make it a party with some sprinkles, of course.